Okie dokie artichoke. Welcome, welcome. I am in the middle of creating a hand lettering worksheet, and so I just thought I would show you the fast, free, and easy way to do this. So, first I went and found some fonts I like, and then finally found the one I really like. Put a circle around it so I don't forget which one I like out of those, but I'm leaving them in case I want to come back and make others. Then I went and I found a graphic that has 4 lines. Made a second one, joined them together so it's big enough and you can make it as big or as small as you want. And then I just copied, duplicated that and made a second batch. And then you can continue to do that if you wanted to make it smaller. That way you have a full page, so on and so forth. So I grouped all of these so I can move them up and down, make them bigger or smaller. Left a spot for the title if you want a title. And I labeled it blank so I don't forget and accidentally, what do you call it? Accidentally start using that one. That way, as I go, I can just duplicate this page instead of having to go through the whole find the graphics and such later. Then what I did, and it looks like a whole lot, and it is, but what this is, it was very simple. What I did was I made a text box. Okay, so I came over here to text. I went and found the font I like, which I believe is called Sun. Yep, okay. And then what I did was here, let me move this one out of the way. What I did was I made it to the size of my paper and positioned it where I wanted it. And if you can't get it quite right, like this is overlapping, you just zoom in, and then typically it lets you be more precise and allows me to move it where I want. So I can make it a little smaller because I wanted it to be off of it a little bit, so I can practice making sure these edges match this what do you call it, this font. Then once I did that, I'm just gonna write A. Now I have the Pro, which you don't need to have for this or many other projects under my Canva playlist. But so I have my fonts here, but you can also just click add a text box if you don't have that. It's no big deal. I am going to make this the size that I'd like. And then this is what I did. So let me show you. I'm going to zoom out. Oops, zoom out. Come on. Zoom out, which you can use this, but I'm just using my pointer and index finger on my trackpad and zooming it, spreading the fingers and moving the fingers together to make it bigger or smaller. Alright, so I've duplicated that paper. I'm going to make sure I lock these, which I'm going to do for this blank as well so I don't forget it later, because I don't foresee a chance where I will want to change this size, so I don't have to worry about it, but you can always unlock it later. The reason for that is so that these can be freely moved around without accidentally moving your paper. Now, I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this, and then I'm going to drag this down here since I have already made it to the size and font that I want. That rhymed. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to position this one like I did before. And zooming in not only allows you to move it where you want, but it also allows you to make it bigger and smaller in more precise increments versus it jumping like a big amount, if that makes any sense. So like here, it just makes it more precise. You can get it to the precise size you want. Alright, so we're going to zoom in. I'm going to come over here, make it just a tad bit bigger, and then I'm going to zoom out, position it where I want it. I want it a little bit inward. Now, this is how you get all of these really fast. Now that I have it the way I want it, I'm going to duplicate it. Then I'm going to move it kind of the space apart that I want it. It's going to give me guidelines to make sure that it's automatically positioned. And then this is what I'm going to do. Click and drag, and I'm going to duplicate it. When I go to drag this over, it's going to automatically allow me to position it the exact same amount apart, which is great. Now I'm going to grab all 4 and duplicate it. And then I'm going to make it the same amount of spacing, which you can see all those purple, magenta, 0.167. It's letting you know between every single box that's how much it is. And because I just duplicated it, all of these are perfectly spaced out, which is really awesome. I'm going to click and drag all of them, and then I'm going to move them to the center so that it's centered. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click and drag all of them, and I'm going to group them so it's one big thing. Don't worry, it still allows you to put individual things on there, and you don't have to group it. Oh, and then I'm going to click, come on, I'm going to select this whole thing. You can do Command D, Control D if you're on PC, or this little guy. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate it. Now you automatically have 8 ready to go. And then all you have to do is align it with that one, and then it's perfectly ready to go. The beauty of this is once you've done that, when you duplicate it, it puts the next one exactly where you want it. Isn't that neat? So now I have all 8, I believe this is 8, yeah, all 7 or 8 lines. Isn't that cool? And then all I have to do now is I want these to be B, and you can do this with whatever you want it to be, which is cool. And then I just go through, and you can not only click, but you can press the tab button, and it allows you just to go to the next one. And that's so awesome, and that makes it so much faster. Now, if it's not grouped together, it'll go to the next line. Because I grouped it, it just went back to the beginning of that group. So now that I have them where I want them, I'm actually going to ungroup all of them for the moment. And that way, you'll see in a second. That way it allows me to go to the next one, which is faster. I want this one to be C. I want this one to be C. This whole line. So there's a lot of uses for this. But especially if you do deal with crafts or fonts, this is a really wonderful way to make your own hand lettering that you can give away for free, or you can sell, whatever your heart desires. And it's so fast and so easy that, oops, I forgot talking and doing it. This one's D. It just is a really great way. I mean, if you think about it and you sell this for $5, and this took you probably 10 minutes if this is one of your first go-arounds with Canva, or you just have a more complicated design or whatever. Either way, even if it was 30 minutes, I mean, you sell it for $5, you sell 10 of those, that's $50. I mean, yeah, worth 30 minutes of your time, right? Because that equates to $100 an hour, basically. So even if it takes obviously time, this is what I get for talking and trying to do this. So even if it takes weeks, days to sell or whatever, that's okay. I just meant 30 minutes of your time and you sell 10, that's worth 30 minutes. Or even if you give it away for free, oh my gosh, I'm going to end up doing this for every line. Whoops, that's okay. Now, for this one, I am going to actually move it up. So I'll do that when I'm done with these. Just because the middle line is obscured by that center thing. Now, I will show you how to make this transparent, which is what will make it a tracing guide, or more transparent. Oops. And I'm pretty sure, I'll have to double check, I'm pretty sure you can also, if you unlock this, yeah, I thought so, you can also change these, which is awesome. So you can either put it for your particular brand colors, or if you want it to stand out, you can make it red. Obviously you can change the font color as well. So there's a lot you can do with it. I'm going to leave it black for this particular exercise, but you can do whatever you please and play around with it Alright, so I'm going to lock this back so I don't accidentally move it. Let me zoom in. Okay, so now that I have all of these done, I'm going to simply click. I'm actually going to click off the screen or off the page, click and drag it and select all of them. Once I do that, now I'm going to come over here and click this transparency, and then I'm going to go ahead and slide it down. And bada boom, bada bing, now you've got yourself tracing paper. Isn't that cool? And you can make it as very light or as dark as you'd like. I think I want mine to be, probably there-ish, maybe 20. We'll give that a shot. I think that looks good. What do you guys think? You have to leave in the comments. Let me know what you think about that. But fabulous. If you might be like, okay, well, how do I make more of this? Duplicate it. Bada boom, bada bing. All right. Now I will show you one more, which is making it into letters. I also love if you do like a kindergarten or preschool themed paper. You can do their names so they can practice. There's a lot of good stuff when it comes to that. And so I'm just going to delete all of them except this one because I'm going to do a big long word. Also, I almost forgot. I'm going to, whoops, I love that back button. Click and drag all of these. I'm going to move them up or down. Probably up a little bit. Well, actually, never mind. I forget that you can see it because it's gray. Enough anyways. Alright, so this is going to be, I'm going to do, because I'm going to use this, whoops. First I'm going to make this bigger. I'm going to put it to the left, so it's always at the beginning of this. And I think I'm going to do, let's see what it looks like capitalized. Yeah, I like that. So I want to learn this font for my planner so I can hand letter it, which I really like. And so I'm going to put days of the week. Eventually I'll probably make the one that has like the months of the year, etc. and so forth. And I'll probably eventually make these in different fonts. So I will link this freebie below. Don't worry, you don't have to sign up for my email list or anything to get it. It'll just straight download from Google Docs, which is awesome. Or Google Drive, whatever you want to call it. Or Notion, wherever I end up posting this. Or my website, who knows. Just like everything else, business. Your business is always evolving. So it's wherever. But you'll be able to, download it without. And I'll have a link somewhere if you do want to get on that awesome email list. It's up to you. I like to chit chat, send out goodies all the time for free because I love spoiling my people. Special discounts, such and such, so forth. But I don't sell in every single one, all mean and pushy, so don't worry about that. I think I'm only going to get probably one of Wednesday. But as you can see, there's a lot you can do. You can put quotes on here, all those popular quotes, so that if you're giving it away or selling it or even using it for your own project, this would also be a great stencil. If you have a Cricut or something, did I spell that wrong? I'm talking. Probably. Yes, I did spell that wrong. Whoops. Shoot, I probably still spelled that wrong. Oh well, I'll fix it later if I did. I don't even know I'm talking and doing it, so it's fine. But yeah, so if you want, you could use a Cricut if you want. Have this be like a print and cut. I would download the words without the paper and download it as a PNG or whatever, JPEG, whatever it is. And then I would upload it into the Cricut, what do you call it? design space, and then I would go in and do a print then cut, or whatever if you want to do, and that would, or on vinyl, and then the design you'd be able to just cut it out, and bada boom bada bing. You can either make it as a stencil, or of course you can always print it out, what do you call it, cut it out of vinyl and have it be a sticker. So either way, super cute. But that is how you do it. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Oh, perfect. Look at that. It worked out. I have exactly enough to do all the days of the week. How fun. Cool. I guess it also answers my question that it's 7 lines. But yep, that's how you do it. I will show you in a second how to download these if you're new to Canva. So I finished this one. I will duplicate this and put a little title, sun font lettering. Okay, and I will make this baby small, little bitty small. I don't need it to be a super big heading. I'm going to make it ba-bam, like that. I'm going to duplicate that. I'm going to say practice sheet. And then I want to change the font of that. Where is a font I want to use? It's around here somewhere. Oh gosh. No. Let's see. Where are you? It's like sunshine or something like that. I don't remember. That's somewhere around here. That one I might, I don't know. I don't know if I like that one. I don't know if I like that one, but anyways, either way, it'll do for now. And I will make it really baby small. Put this in the middle. And put this one in the middle. Get these, whoopsies. Oh, come on. So if you want to unselect, you just click Shift and then click each one that you want to unselect. If it's being annoying, like it was, I'm going to go in here and make it this color, and I'm going to call it good. Okay. And I do have my brand thingamabob, so I will put in my logo at the bottom. Just cause. Where are you? There you are. Oh, come on, stop being difficult. There it is. Oh, teeny beanie, baby little, tiny logo somewhere. That'll do. Zoom in. Okay, that'll be fine. Now, I'm going to pay attention to this particular, that's page 4. I'm going to go to page 4. Also, this is typically the way it saves, and so instead of having to name it, I like to name them in here. Let's see, creative marketing mom. So that's another option. I always like putting in my business name so that it's actually in the title. So I will go to PDF, print, or standard, whatever you'd like. I'm going to do current page 4. I'm going to print. Now, you can do this one. It doesn't really matter because this one is pro, but honestly, they're exactly the same as far as I can tell, because you're just printing it on like a normal printer, not on a fancy schmancy professional printer. Oh, all right. See, it labeled it for me. I'm going to go to, where are you? I don't know. Downloads is fine. Save, and then it's going to plop it in my downloads. So there it is. Boop. Ah, there we are. Look at that beautiful print. And then I'm going to go ahead and print it. So that is it. It's easy peasy. It's a lot. There's so much potential in what you can do with this. So hopefully this helped you. I figured I'd just do a video. Didn't turn out to be quick, but I shouldn't expect anything less from myself. I don't know how to do anything quick, it seems, and that's okay. What matters is that you guys enjoy it.